Okay, welcome back, and we're going to take a look now at the first floor of my Horde house. And so as you enter, it is an ode to the Legion, which is my favorite expansion for sure. And so I've just picked up some various pieces that I really thought were neat and added them into the room. I'm not going to spend too much time here, but I will show you the front door. So I did want to create sort of an instance type portal looking front door. As I mentioned, outside it's a little bit more difficult to do it outside than it is inside. I did use some braziers to give the lighting effect along with some windows. And if you notice, as you come closer, you'll see that there are some fell swirlies kind of protruding out of this. How I achieved that was by leveraging this console that you see here above my door. I took one of these and I basically turned it on its side and pushed it behind this fell fountain, and that's what's giving us that look, which is super neat. So the fell fountain that I used, I basically just tilted it on an angle and shoved it backwards until it fit and added some rocks around the side in order to achieve that look. Super simple, didn't take long, but the effect and the aesthetic is amazing. I absolutely love it. All right, cool. So some other things to note. This was the very first room I ever built, and so everything sort of leads off it. I do not have it in my heart to trash this room, even though there's really no purpose to it or rhyme or reason. It's just a big fell room. I can't get rid of it. I love it. So yeah, so as you come down here, this door leads us to the paladin side of the house. And so in here, a pally has moved in. I'm going to close the door. And so he's made it his own. You know, he's got a little bookcase here, and he's got some foliage to make it cozy. He's got some treasures from his travel up on the wall here. And he also has an altar, just to make him feel just at home when he's not at the hall of Paladin Hall. He has something similar here. Now, as you notice, the fire is burning on the ground and on the carpet, and these candles have been knocked over. There was a fight. He has already gotten into a fight with his roommate, you know, but it is what it is. They're going to have to work it out, because with the economy the way that it is, we need to share the space. So that's kind of what's happening there. If you're wondering why there's fire, there was a fight. Over here, you can see he's still moving in, so he hasn't unpacked everything. And he did add this little telescope looking at the window, which I thought was nifty. In this room, yes, it's another sneaky bookcase. I love them. The paladin has his own private prayer area, where he could come and be peaceful and just sit and read his books. So absolutely love this area. I think it's sort of happened, kind of like my whole house. I just start placing stuff and then things kind of take shape as I go. But yeah, I thought that was kind of a neat little area. And then in behind this bookcase, we have another area. Not fully done yet because this side is sort of the last space that I added. And so I ran out of decor points. As you can see, 2050 out of 2050. I have no more to use. I do have a lot of decor, but I don't have a lot of points left. So in here is the paladin's daughter's bedroom. And so we've done sort of a cute little nook for her when she comes to visit on weekends. Little floating bed, nice divider over there so she has somewhere to go and do her makeup and get ready. And a nice little calming pool to help her sleep. This scrying pool I did put below. I did have the bed a little bit lower so you could notice this more, but when I back up you can see some of it floats up and through the bed. I think I am going to lower the bed actually just to make it a little bit more impactful, but anyway, that was the whole point of that. And Yeah, over here we've got a couple little cute pieces. And that's it. That's sort of that room. All right, so let's take you now over into the center of the house. Now, this was different. Not too long ago, a couple days ago, rage trashed this entire front room. It was previously very Horde looking, I guess you could say, like rugged. So it wasn't really my aesthetic, and I saw somebody else's house and I decided to rage trash mine. So that's what I did, and I built this instead. I think it's quite symmetrical, looks great, a couple platforms to walk over, giving it this regal feel. And I also have, I'm going to close that for now, I also have these beautiful lights surrounding to give it that warmth. Yeah, so you can sit here, enjoy yourself, read the book, the giant book. If you're interested in knowing where this came from, it is the Paladin Class Order Hall upgrade book. So you have to get to the end of that in order to purchase that. And then yeah, I built this little raised area for my silver moon scrying fountain. And yeah, overall, I really do like the look of this room. I think it came together quite nicely. All right, over here we have a kitchen. I did rage trash this area as well. I did used to have a bathroom in here and another little workroom back here, and then a small kitchen, but I made it a little bit bigger and created sort of a dining room, living room area, which I thought was super, super cute. If you click the fireplace, the fire does come on. Such a great feature. I really love that. And then over here, you can see that the food is on fire because someone has inadvertently knocked over this candle as well. What actually happened was the chef heard the fighting happening with the two roommates in the other room, and in his haste ran out of here and knocked his own candle over, so he's now burnt his food as well. So everybody's paying the price for this, these roommates not getting along. All right, so cool feature of these kitchens, if you have one of these ovens, you can place this and look, you can actually cook in the kitchen. So this tune has not had cooking leveled. I only have a couple tunes with leveled cooking, but you get the point. You can come in here and do that if you want to. I thought that was such a cool option. Behind here, we do have a secret room. Our paladin is very, very sneaky, but he has created this secondary room, so who cares if the first room's trashed? He has a second one to go to complete his studies and his prayers. So I thought this was a cute little use of a closet. And yeah, you'll notice I do love the dye. I have used that extensively throughout all of my spaces. And if you have an alchemist or an inscriptionist, you can create your own dye fairly easily. I will share this counter. So this counter is one of the ones that I think came with the Founder's Point stuff, and it doesn't let you dye it. So some of the pieces don't let you actually change the color. So that was a little irritating. And at this time I didn't have these ones, so I could replace it. But trying to be creative, I took some carpets, dyed them red, and shoved them in the front of this to make it have that red aesthetic, which I actually think is quite nice because it gives the gold appearance as well, whereas these ones don't have that. And yeah, so that's sort of what I did there. But yeah, so that's my kitchen and dining room area. All right, so the last place I'm going to take you on the first floor is this little nook. It was my room I built under the stairs. Now, originally I was going to do something cool in here, but I ran out of decor points when I got a little excited doing the upstairs, which I think you're going to want to see. It's pretty cool. So if you like what you see so far and you would like to join me on my next tour of the upstairs of my Horde house, please do so, and I look forward to seeing you there. Thank you for your time.